This is Mtv News for Tuesday, 9th March 2021. In the headlines, green light for the reinstallment of traffic lights throughout the country. Development of the Mount Kumar Road to bring relief to drivers traveling on the western route through Mount Moritz and Jones Roads. Resident pleads for access road in the Grandans Valley. And in sports, Spice Boys prepares for round 1 of the 2022 World Cup qualifiers, which starts this month. The details to these and more after the break.
Angie, don't you know that you should not fly kites near electrical poles and wires? You should only fly it in open areas. If the kite gets stuck, it can cause power outages throughout the village.
Then I'll just pull it down, Johnny. Simple.
No. You shouldn't do that. You can get shocked. You should call Grenlec at 237 and they will come and help.
Alright.
Never fly kites near the power lines. If your kite ever gets tangled, do not attempt to remove it on your own. A message from Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way. From birth to graduation, your first job to your home, and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs including Financial Literacy Quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso Program, Junior Cooperatives in Secondary Schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC Grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Welcome back to the news. I'm Troy Gill. Retrofitting of the traffic lights around Grenada is high on the agenda of the Ministry of Infrastructure Development. And according to Minister Nolan Cox, this project should take approximately 6 months to complete. Cox spoke of the $30 million project during the weekly post-cabinet briefing, saying that the bids from 3 companies have been received and are currently being reviewed and evaluated. Donella Hostin reports on this.
The number of vehicles on island has significantly increased since the initial installation of the traffic lights in Grenada, and the government is seeking to incorporate renewable energy technologies through the retrofitting of the traffic lights. This project, according to Minister for Infrastructure Development Nolan Cox, is well on its way, as they have received bids from 3 companies. After the selection of the bidder is made, it will be sent to the Public Procurement Board for approval.
As soon as we select that preferred bidder, we'll submit for the Public Procurement Board for no objection. This project will take approximately 6 months. We believe that we can have this ready in terms of having it in the objection received by the Public Procurement Board before the end of this month.
According to him, this $1 million project should take approximately 6 months to complete.
So between now and the end of March and 6 months thereafter, we should have the traffic lights up and running in Grenada.
Over the years, the majority of traffic lights around the country have malfunctioned and are not in use, possibly due to the lack of maintenance. However, Minister Cox indicated that this time around, as part of the contractual agreement, persons within the Transport Commission and the police force will receive training on the maintenance of these lights.
As part of the traffic light contractual arrangement, there is a training component where persons within the Transport Commission and, of course, RGPF are going to be trained. Also, there is a component where the contractor will be retained for some time to ensure that the lights are functioning as how they're supposed to, and to ensure that persons who are trained here do have the competencies and know how to maintain. So we have built that into the contract as well.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
Drivers on the Western Main Road who travel through the Mount Moritz and Jones roads may soon be getting some sort of easement with traffic as government continues to work on the development of the Mount Kumar Road. Donella Hostin has another report from this morning's post-cabinet briefing.
Minister for Infrastructure Development, Nolan Cox, during Tuesday's post-cabinet briefing, said the bid for designs for the Mount Kumar Road development project came in last week and a preferred bidder was recommended to the Public Procurement Board. After the bid is approved, the process for tenders will continue.
We should get that feedback this week, that no objection this week, and it will take about 2 months to have that design prepared for the Mount Kumar Road. As soon as the designs are prepared, it will go out for tender thereafter.
Cox stated that they will be working speedily on this project to bring some ease to the drivers who travel through the Mount Morris and Jones Road.
So we're trying to move quickly on this road because, as you know, the issue with the Western Main Road and having to traverse through Mount Morris and Jones Road has been proven very difficult for road users, especially in the morning and when we have the high peak traffic.
Additionally, there will be some work done in the Mount Morris and Jones roads to widen the roads in the meantime.
The Mount Morris Main Road, we are also looking to do some works there as well. Currently, what we have done the surveys. The reason for that is that we will have to, in some cases, work with persons. We will have to acquire some land to widen the road in areas where we require widening for two vehicles to pass easily on that roadway. So we have completed surveys and we are getting ready to prepare the design works for that roadway, that expansion and rehabilitation of the Mount Morris Jones Road.
The construction of the Mount Kumar Road is critical to ease the flow of traffic through the Mount Morris Bypass Road as work continues on the Molyneux land and road slippage. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
A resident in Grand Anse Valley is appealing to government to do what is necessary to ensure that the people who bought lands in the area have access to roads. According to Ingrid Phillip, she has been living in the area for many years and has been struggling to traverse as neighbors say there is no allowed road.
Enough is enough, the resident in Grand Anse Valley says. She indicated that she has exhausted all within her powers to address the issue. However, after many years of struggling, to no avail. She says on a normal basis, the people who live in the area either block the allowed road with materials or even plant flowers. According to Philip, this is not about creating confusion or even trying to make anyone uncomfortable, but it is about doing the right thing.
Now, because of government, not the relevant authorities not doing what they're supposed to do, like establishing this road, I'm having problem with the neighbors because they figure there is no road.
She added that this allowed road has created friction amongst the neighbors.
I will be sometimes, cleaning the pathway, cutlassing, I does it. And they will be passing, oh, Miss Ingrid, you walk it, you think I say yes for all of us. So there was no time that I've asked any one of them to help, or if I am doing, they just walk over.
She says upon purchasing the land, her deed indicated that there is an allowed road, but does not say the width. There are boundary poles that would indicate where the road starts and ends. She says she visited the ministry to confirm the boundaries and whether or not there is an allowed road.
Others would have told me if the people is using the road as their yard, they can't do nothing for that. Now I pay for my portion, and for me not getting a road, proper road to go into my place, that is unfair.
She added that most times the government is blamed for issues as this one. However, it is the people that they put in place to deal with the issues that are failing miserably.
So I've been going through this over and over and over. I even I've been to the Ministry of Works. They did send officers out to look at the place. But then in the late round, probably I was being too upfront and getting in contact with them, and I was told I should write a letter to the permanent secretary.
MTV contacted a top official within the Ministry of Works who indicated that while they are responsible for constructing the road, the Ministry of Agriculture is responsible for lands and they therefore must sort the issue before a road is built. We also reached out to an official from the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands who indicated that they will look into the matter. For MTV News, Rachel Bain.
The plans for the development of the Six Sense luxury resort at La Sagesse St. David is well on its way. However, it continues to attract significant attention from a group of residents in the area who say the developers are destroying the environment. One of the project's managing directors at Range Developments says the destruction of the site is to rebuild better. He says the Six Senses luxury resort is here to stay and insists that the project is for Grenada, especially the community of St. David. Nikita Hosten has more.
Range Developments was founded in 2012 with a business objective to build the best resort in the Caribbean, with the first project being in St. Kitts and Nevis, and now the Six Senses project in Grenada, which started in 2019. That's according to Mohamed Iziria, Joint Managing Director of Range Development. He says he believes the tourism market will bounce back sooner than later, despite the virus, and luxury tourism will be the attraction of the hotel. Speaking via Zoom from Dubai with MTV's Kishon Thomas, in his first local interview, Iziria explained the main aspect of the project.
The Six Senses project, as you know, is located in La Sagesse. We're not about to undertake. We've actually started work. If you go to the construction site today, there's close to 75 people on the site. There's another 35 people employed indirectly supporting the project.
He explained how the area was selected and later purchased from a private citizen.
Me and my business partner, who I believe you've engaged with, Mr. Shahada, met with Mr. Mitchell, Mr. Winston Mitchell, who was the previous landowner of the land. And, after really looking at, a dozen sites in Grenada, we chose this. Why? Because it was one of the most beautiful sites in the Caribbean. And rest assured, we are here to do it justice.
The project, however, continues to attract significant attention from a group of residents in the area who say the developers are destroying the natural habitats. Iziria says his company is willing to work with the community to do what's best. He described the plans for the restoration of the mangrove on the property.
It's not a salt pond. And unfortunately, due to in the last 10 years or 10, 15 years, that body of water, which we'll classify as a lake, has filled up with a lot of sludge, okay? And due to natural erosion, if we hadn't taken the steps we were taking, that sludge would have fallen into the sea. So when that hotel is open, and I wish I had the ability to show before and after pictures of what we did in St. Kitts and Nevis and what we did in Dominica, we amplify, we work with nature, and we beautify.
He says there is a lot of support for the project in St. David.
So 99%, I would say, of St. David's or 96% of St. David's support the project, because let's look at the project. It's creating jobs, all right? And we all recognize that we are in challenging economic times. And for there to be job creation in St. David's today, and I don't think there's that many job creations in many other parishes in the Caribbean.
Nikita Hosten, MTV News.
The Public Workers Union elections will be held on March 16th, and Brian Grimes, a trade unionist and public officer, will be battling for president and leadership of the organization of the union. In an exclusive interview with MTV News, Mr. Grimes says a comprehensive database for the union and uniting the organization will be his first move once he becomes president.
Trade unionist and public officer Brian Grimes says he's ready for the 2021 PWU elections and will be running for president. He's encouraging public officers to come out on March 16th and vote. The election comes around every 2 years, and Grimes says one single act of voting can change the impact and the route of the organization. Grimes has been in the trade union movement for over 14 years and says he is very passionate about where the union can be. He encourages all public workers to vote for him.
Well, there are many reasons why I believe I'm the best candidate and why people should vote for me. First of all, I grew up in the trade union. I served as the youth chair from 2009 to 2013. Where I gained a lot of experience sitting with experienced trade unionists on the board. After my stint, where I was no longer a youth, I ran for the position of public relations officer, where I served, I believe, with distinction for a period of 6 years, 3 terms, right? And now I'm here in 2021 vying for leadership.
Grimes says because he grew up in the trade union, it inspires him and gave him an understanding of what leadership is about and motivated him to run for president.
I got an understanding of what leadership is about, the strengths and weaknesses of different leaders, and what I can extract and add it to my unique style. While I was on the union, I noticed that, on the board rather, I noticed that there was a downward trajectory in terms of where the union was headed.
He says updating a comprehensive database for the union is most important if he becomes president.
Well, the first thing I will do, which may seem as something extremely simple, will be to update and create a comprehensive database for our union. As it stands now, that does not exist.
Grimes spoke of unity in the union.
Unity is something that traditionally people who are vying for election in the Public Workers Union may not have to speak about. But I must speak about it at this particular time because there is this image, perception, reality, I don't know which word you want to use, of disunity in the union and specifically in the executive. I, Brian Grimes, I believe I can, and I know I can bring inclusion because whoever is elected, I will work with them.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
Still to come in the news, trade unionist warns that employers have no authority to force workers to take the COVID-19 vaccine. And over 6,000 have received the COVID-19 vaccine as health officials stress the importance of the vaccine for frontline workers. Stay with us.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home, and your card through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs including Financial Literacy Quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso Program, Junior Cooperatives in Secondary Schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC Grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Dreaming of taking a break and escaping to an idyllic, happy place? Well, finding it does not require you to go too far. You already live in paradise. All it takes is for you to go out and discover it. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique are blessed with a wide variety of accommodation that satisfy any taste and budget. Find the one that suits you and your family and treat yourself while having peace of mind that your health and safety is a priority. Knowing that we have gorgeous waterfalls, stunning beaches, and flavorful cuisine, let's be tourists in our own islands and enjoy paradise at home.
Visit www.puregrenada.com/deals to choose your amazing experience today.
Every action we take impacts the lives of others around us. The Grenlec Community Partnership Initiative, GCPI, has been working with Grenadian organizations to impact communities directly. Giving back to communities we serve is fundamental to the way we do business. And every year, more lives are touched across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. In education, sports, health, infrastructure, social services, and beyond.
Sunday, March 14th, let the madness begin! As we present the massive Waggity March Madness Virtual Bingo! And hear this, you can win $10,000 US! Yes! Get your tickets now for only $8 US. This may sound crazy, but it's real! In Grenada, you can get your tickets at gotofed.com or from numerous box offices island-wide or from our main office on Brew Street Mall. If you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Mark this one down on your calendar. Sunday, March 14th. Join the March Madness and enjoy the fun and excitement online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. The new way to play bingo.
You see it? It's another exciting promotion, Vitamalt Golden Vault promotion, which kicks off from Friday, March 5th and runs till Friday, April 30th. To enter in the Vitamalt Golden Vault promotion, place 4 gold Vitamalt crown with contact information in an envelope and deposit in Mac redemption boxes and win a staycation at La Luna, $1,000 grocery shopping spree, a tablet, a 55-inch smart TV. You can win $1,000 cash, a year supply of Vitamalt, a laptop, and a 65-inch smart TV with surround sound. So get your drink on and win in the Vitamalt Golden Vault promotion. Vitamalt, vitalized naturally.
Peace of mind comes from knowing that your family is safe and financially secure. For your peace of mind and theirs, plan ahead. Beacon's Rest Easy policy helps you to do just that. Rest Easy is a policy that offers you a payment upon your death or the death of any covered family member that can be used to offset post-mortem expenses. For as little as 75 cents per day, you can ensure that your expenses are covered. Call Beacon at 440-4447 and sign up for the Rest Easy plan today.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Welcome back. Mass vaccinations still taking place in Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique to help combat the spread of COVID-19. Minister for Health Nicholas Steele says thousands of people have received vaccines already. Today, vaccines were distributed at Bruce Street Mall in St. George. However, Health Minister Nicholas Steele says he is disappointed in the number of health workers who are not taking the vaccine.
Right now, it's a rolling target, but we've crossed 7,000 individuals who have been vaccinated island-wide.
Bruce Street Mall in St. George was added to the vaccination centers. However, not many showed up Tuesday to take the vaccine. Speaking on the vaccination process, Minister for Health Nicholas Steele says not enough frontline workers are taking the vaccine, and this calls for concern.
We're seeing a constant flow at the General Hospital, but it is still slow. It still is of significant concern that the individuals who would be interacting first and foremost with COVID-19 positive cases, the same individuals who have been providing yeoman service, and the government has made sure that they have had all of the protection needed.
The health minister says more people are at risk when frontline workers decide not to take the vaccine.
As such, it is worrying. We're seeing other countries that are saying that it's mandatory, and it's understood. How can you be looking after, for instance, someone in an elderly home and not take the added protection to protect those that you're looking after? How could you be in an ICU ward or in any of the wards in a hospital where somebody is hospitalized and not take that additional precaution?
He says we should not take this vaccine for granted, as there are countries still battling for access to it.
Other countries that you hear people complaining of not getting access as yet to vaccines. And we have provided this access to our frontline workers, and not all of them are coming forward. So it is an issue that we are addressing, and I implore on our frontline workers to do the right thing, which is to take the necessary steps to protect yourselves, your family, and those that you're looking after.
The health minister says misinformation may be one of the reasons why frontline workers are fearful.
And again, that seems to be an ethical issue. I respect anyone's opinion, but I think as a frontline medical practitioner, it is your right, for whatever reason, to take or not to take. But I think it is where you go out deliberately on social media to paint negative and to send negative information.
The health minister says once a significant percentage of individuals are vaccinated, the country can return to normalcy and tourism workers can begin working again. Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
Meanwhile, Minister Steele says elderly residents remain high on the priority list of people to be vaccinated.
Yes, we are. We had a nice mix of individuals, because I just spoke to our Chief Medical Officer about this site and the uptake, and so we had elderly and quite a lot of young individuals coming in as well, and persons working in businesses around the area.
MTV spoke to some elderly people in the town of St. George about their thoughts on the vaccine and whether or not they will be taking the jab.
What they're giving here is from India, and I'm an Indian, so you think I won't take it?
Okay, sir.
I took the vaccine in Grenville last week.
And what are some of the symptoms I had?
None.
So you're strong as a lion?
As a lion.
But if I do have access to the vaccine, I will take the vaccine. Of course, prevention is better than cure.
Yes, I would. But I hear they're going wrong the island. I don't know when they're going to reach in St. Patrick. So looking forward when they come in St. Patrick for me to take my vaccine. Because I qualify because I'm 80 plus.
What advice would you give to young people?
Young people, they must learn to obey and listen to the senior citizen.
Right, so would you encourage them to take the vaccine as well?
Well, of course, anyone would come my way because I don't go out as much as before. I'm more at home. But anybody come my way, I would advise them to.
Over 500 residents have been vaccinated in Grenville thus far, and more are expected to receive their first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine with the continuation of the vaccination program at the Granborough Medical Center. Health officials say they are pleased with the turnout at the recent COVID-19 vaccination program at the Deluxe Cinema by residents in Grenville St. Andrew, which ended last Friday and continues at the Granborough Health Center. According to Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Francis Martin, in a phone interview on Tuesday, over 500 individuals were vaccinated during the 4-day period at the Deluxe Cinema Grenville.
For want of a better term, we can say we are in second gear rolling out of the national vaccination program, having moved on from Radisson's and adding the Deluxe Cinema Grenville. The testing in Grenville was of some success. We vaccinated approximately between 130 to 150 persons each day for the 4 days that we've been there.
Residents in Grenville can continue to receive their vaccine at the Granborough Health Center, Martin says.
Well, the measures are not any different from what we've been instituting all along in terms of making sure that you wear your mask, your hand sanitizer as you should. The vaccination process is a very short process. It really takes just a short period of time. The only difference is that you're expected to sit for about 15 to 20 minutes to be observed to make sure that you're well and you're not having any adverse reactions before you're let to go home. So it's just a matter of showing up at the clinic, speaking to the district nurse, let her know that you're interested in your vaccination, and you take it from there.
However, it has been observed that members of the older population are the ones coming forward to get vaccinated, and Dr. Martin is encouraging those 18 years and older to follow suit.
The exact statistics we are still tabulating that, but it's very clear that the adults and older populations have clearly shown a huge support for receiving the vaccines. We do not vaccinate children less than 18 years. We're still encouraging the over 18 and 35 to come out and get the vaccines because the virus can affect this age group as well. But we are still seeing a large portion of the adults and elderly population who have shown serious interest in getting that vaccine.
Employers who want to ensure a safe and smooth return to the workplace may question whether or not an employee has been vaccinated, but they are not allowed to force any of the workers to do so. And Andre Lewis, President General of the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, says workers need to stand against being forced into being vaccinated. More in this report from Donella Hostin.
With the AstraZeneca vaccine approved for use in Grenada and a push by health authorities to have the majority of the population vaccinated as soon as possible, there is a new phase of the pandemic questioning the ethics and legality of the process. Concerns have since arose about whether or not employers have the right to dismiss or threaten to dismiss an employee who has not taken the vaccine. According to Andre Lewis, President General of the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, this should not be so.
No employer has the right to force any worker to take the vaccine. And no employer has the right to threaten to dismiss or threaten to take disciplinary action against any worker for not taking the vaccine.
He says there should be a discussion on the issue.
We should engage in discussions as to the benefits of the vaccine, but it must not be done on the basis of threat.
Lewis went on to make the clarion call for people who may be facing any such threatening situation to report it to the Trade Union Council, where they will be further advised.
And any worker that has been threatened, and especially for those who are not unionized, make contact with the TUC, and we will take it from there. We will protect you, but it is important for you to bring it to our attention so we can know who are the employers that are engaging in this kind of barbaric behavior. Right?
He says it does not matter if the employee is unionized or not. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
The advent of the COVID-19 pandemic has brought extraordinary changes to the world and new challenges for women, which include lack of finances, forcing them to make the necessary changes to survive. The theme for International Women's Day 2021, which was celebrated on Monday, is Women in Leadership Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. The Public Relations Officer of the Grenada Movement, Nolene Thompson, says it is no ordinary day.
The theme celebrates the efforts by women and girls around the world in shaping a more equal future and recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic and highlights the gaps that remain. According to a UN Secretary General's recent report, women's full and effective participation and leadership in all areas of life drive progress for everyone. Yet, women are still underrepresented in public life and decision-making. They further stated this is why this year's International Women's Day is a rallying cry for generation equality, to act for an equal future for all. Public Relations Officer of the Grenada Movement, Nolene Thompson, says women of the world want and deserve an equal future free from stigma, stereotypes, and violence.
There is an even more urgent need for enforcement of laws to protect women and girls whose vulnerabilities have been made worse by the COVID-19 pandemic. The loss of jobs and difficulties in accessing help due to curfews and lockdowns have resulted in increased abuse of women and girls.
Thompson further stated that the World Health Organization has revealed that there has been an increase in domestic violence in the Eastern Mediterranean region, and therefore women deserve a future that is sustainable, peaceful, with equal rights and opportunities for all. To get us there, the world needs women at every table where decisions are being made.
More women are needed in decision-making positions. As efforts to manage the COVID-19 pandemic intensify, the perspectives of women are needed to shape policies that will provide help and protection for vulnerable women and girls.
The Grenada Movement, she says, stands ready to support any initiative that can help to reduce gender-based violence.
TGM hereby urges that International Women's Day 2021 must be the start of renewed efforts to attain gender equality. Countries must find the political will to enact the necessary legislation to protect women and girls, and there should be no hesitation to enforce the law once a report is made.
Meanwhile, the Caribbean Development Bank calls for overcoming the status quo. CDB's new Vice President, Operations, Isaac Solomon, noted that while there is much to celebrate, there is an urgent need to overcome the status quo. As the world grapples with the COVID-19 pandemic, women stand on the front line, comprising over 70% of health and social care workers globally. However, because of gender inequality, their contribution is often unrecognized and forgotten. He said the CDB joins the global community in honoring women's invaluable contributions to social, economic, cultural, and political advancement for their communities and the countries, particularly in our region. For Mtv News, Rachel Bain.
Still to come, regional news and sports after the break.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
We promised you, and now it's time to deliver. St. Louis UPVC is finally open for business. Look for the blue building marked St. Louis UPVC number 21 Frequenter Industrial Park. At St. Louis UPVC, we manufacture durable push-up windows, sliding windows, projected windows, and casement windows. You can also purchase sliding doors. Our products are manufactured with up to half-inch impact glass, with 21 different types of glass to choose from. Windows can be customized to your specifications. Free delivery island-wide. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Feel free to call us at 439-6538 for more information.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Need quality medical service, professional and warm laboratory experience? Tired of waiting days for your lab results to make diagnosis? You have found your solution at Sunrise Diagnostic Center, located at Unit Number 9, New NIS Building, Melville Street, St. George's, and Canal Road, Grenville, St. Andrew, in the hub of the town, catering to your medical needs. Private, accurate, and confidential laboratory service with same-day results. Walk in or schedule your ultrasound with results with 24 to 48 hours. Our opening hours in St. George's are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Canal Road, Mondays to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open on Sundays and public holidays for emergency calls only. 24-hour on-call service is available for emergency laboratory purposes. We meet you where you are, home or office. Special group rates are available. For more information, you can contact us today.
Despite the situation we now face, one thing is for certain. We will get through this together. As much as we are a part of your community, you are a part of who we are. Let's take care of each other during this time, as we always do. And soon, we know that with the dawn of that new day, all of this will be over, and our land will once again be healed. In the meantime, stay safe. Know that we're here for you. Courts, bringing value home.
Sunday, March 14th, let the madness begin! As we present the massive Waggity March Madness Virtual Bingo! And hear this, you can win $10,000 US! Yes! Get your tickets now for only $8 US. This may sound crazy, but it's real! In Grenada, you can get your tickets at gotofed.com or from numerous box offices island-wide or from our main office on Brew Street Mall. If you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Mark this one down on your calendar. Sunday, March 14th. Join the March Madness and enjoy the fun and excitement online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. The new way to play bingo.
You see it?
The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you would be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack, I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view. Arise, look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza,
your financial freedom, your future.
It's now time for the regional roundup with Kenroy Batiste.
Hello everyone, this is the regional roundup in MTV News. I'm Kenroy Batiste. Jamaica's coronavirus cases remain at record highs as the island logged 878 new COVID-19 infections on Sunday. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton made the announcement on Monday. A breakdown of the figures from the Ministry of Health and Wellness shows that 2,696 samples were tested over 24 hours for an alarmingly high positivity rate of 39%. It was the third consecutive day that the country logged record new infections following 723 cases on Saturday and 527 the day before. The island's death toll from the coronavirus now stands at 454 following the recording of one additional COVID-related fatality on Sunday, that of a 63-year-old male from St. James. The 878 newly confirmed COVID-19 cases bring the total number of cases on record for the island to 26,904. Of the newly confirmed cases, 500 are females and 378 are males, with ages ranging from 8 months to 98 years. There are 44 moderately ill patients and 31 critically ill patients among the 11,770 active cases now under observation in Jamaica. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force is investigating the death of a 16-year-old boy whose body was found in his room on the weekend. Hassani Joseph's body was found on Friday, March 5. Joseph, a student of the Sir Ira Simmons Secondary School, lived with his sister, who last saw him alive at about 7:30 a.m. before she left for work. Superintendent of Police George Nicholas told reporters on Monday, March 8, that the cause of death has not yet been determined. He said, quote, "We are treating this matter as a suspicious death. We have not classified it as a homicide, nor have we concluded that it was. We are awaiting a post-mortem examination to determine the cause of death." Unquote. Nicholas's voice note was making the rounds in social media, claiming that Joseph's death may have been linked to a robbery gone wrong. Further afield, fully vaccinated Americans can gather with other vaccinated people indoors without wearing a mask or physical distancing, according to long-awaited guidance from federal health officials. The recommendations also say that vaccinated people can come together in the same way in a single household, with people considered at low risk for severe diseases, such as in the case of vaccinated grandparents visiting healthy children and grandchildren. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, announced the guidance yesterday, which is designed to address growing demand, as more adults have been getting vaccinated and wondering if it gives them greater freedom to visit family members, travel, or do other things like they did before the coronavirus pandemic swept the world last year. And that's the regional roundup for now. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kenroy Batiste.
More news after the break.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you would be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack. I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. There's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view. Arise, look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
Sports is next.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
Ricky's Bobcat and Waste Disposal Services cleans, disinfects, and repairs septic tanks, grease traps, and drains. They also repair pipes and rent portable toilets. Professionals with more than 25 years' experience. So don't hesitate to call them when you have a problem. 443-2809 or 420-5069. They offer 24-hour service. Ricky's Bobcat and Waste Disposal Services. With God, all things are possible. They can move mountains.
There is something new to the classic Wester Hall rum look. Wester Hall Estate Rum. What's your number? Drink responsibly.
It's another exciting promotion. Vitamalt Golden Vault promotion, which kicks off from Friday, March 5th and runs till Friday, April 30th. To enter in the Vitamalt Golden Vault promotion, place 4 gold Vitamalt crowns with contact information in an envelope and deposit in Mac Redemption boxes and win a staycation at La Luna, $1,000 grocery shopping spree, a tablet, a 55-inch smart TV. You can win $1,000 cash, a year supply of Vitamalt, a laptop, and a 65-inch smart TV with surround sound. So get your drink on and win in the Vitamalt Golden Vault promotion. Vitamalt, vitalized naturally.
Coming up in sports, Spice Boys prepare for 2022 World Cup. Stay with us.
Despite the situation we now face, one thing is for certain. We will get through this together. As much as we are a part of your community, you are a part of who we are. Let's take care of each other during this time, as we always do. And soon, we know that with the dawn of that new day, all of this will be over, and our land will once again be healed. In the meantime, stay safe. Know that we're here for you. Courts, bringing value home.
Now we have the sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. The Spice Boys is preparing for round 1 of the 2022 World Cup qualifiers, which starts this month for the men's senior team. The head coach of the Grenada senior men's football team and football development manager Michael Finley gave an update on the team.
First game is on the 25th of March. We'll be traveling to El Salvador on the 20th March and to continue our preparations in San Salvador before the match. And then we'll return here to recover and regenerate and begin preparations for the March 30th match against U.S. Virgin Islands.
Finley also spoke about the process for World Cup qualifiers.
We've been put into a group with El Salvador, U.S. Virgin Islands, Antigua Barbuda, and Montserrat. We will play Montserrat and Antigua Barbuda in the round 2, which takes place in June, with 1 game away and 1 game at home. Following the completion of those 4 games, the winner of the group will go on to play in a regional playoff game to go to the next round, which starts in September with what you would say some of the big boys, the Mexicos of the world and the USs of the world, who have already qualified for that round.
Women football in Grenada is on the rise with more games and training sessions, says the Women's Development Officer at the GFA, Harry Varley.
So the women's competitions will launch in April. We have a 7v7 league for the senior level and 7v7 league for U15. We'll also have U13 and U10 leagues. And this is fundamental that we have a consistent competition this year to allow the opportunity for the girls to play regularly and for those other roles that I spoke about, for people to come into them and build their experience and give us a bigger pool of talent to select from.
Varley says the more training the girls get, the better the quality of the football games.
So for the different teams, it's down to them. I would obviously encourage them to be out on the field as much as possible. As a broader message, we want to promote health and well-being, and so being out on the grass is the best way to keep in shape. Obviously, a good diet is really important as well. So all of those are incredibly important factors in the competition being a good level and also everybody's health improving.
Why did Test captain Jason Holder face off with Wanin Dudu, never putting Fabian Allen on strike in a pen ultimatum over? Despite the Windies winning the series against Sri Lanka 2-1, this was a question on the minds of some fans and critics. In a post-game interview though, when the reporter asked Allen about the penultimate over, he said that he asked Holder to take the lead and Holder gave him his wish. Chasing down a modest 131 for 4 posted by Sri Lanka, the West Indies came on the 18th over at 105 for 7, needing 27 runs from 18 balls. Cricket West Indies President Ricky Skerritt and Dr. Kishore Shallow have officially launched their bid to lead for a second term, with promises to build on the first term of their leadership of regional cricket. Under a campaign slogan, "Forward, West Indies Go," the incumbents have promised to continue to lead the fight for organizational modernization, including greater transparency, accountability, and partnership with stakeholders, designed to support and prepare for achieving the best possible on-field results. Skerritt said he and Dr. Shallow would also continue to battle against petty boardroom politics and narrow-mindedness, 2 of the biggest enemies of West Indies cricket progress. The duo is being challenged by the ticket of Guyana Cricket Board Secretary Anand Sanasi and Barbados Cricket Board Vice President Calvin Hope. And that has brought us to the end of MTV's Evening Sports. I am Rachel Bean.
That was sports. After the break, we take a look at the public forecast and a recap of the headlines.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
To avoid the inconvenience of disconnection, know your due date. It is the deadline date by which your bill must be paid every month to keep your account current. Your due date is printed on your bill.
It is Tuesday evening, and with the nighttime weather forecast, I'm meteorologist Wayne Williams. Good evening to you viewers. Sunny conditions again dominated the entire Eastern Caribbean today, apart from a period of some scattered showers over the northern windward and some of the Leeward Islands. Cold fronts over the western and northern Caribbean brought some heavy showers to the eastern portion of Cuba, Haiti, and Jamaica. No such luck in our area, however, as we continue to experience clear conditions. The area of clouds that brought showers to the northern windward and the Leeward Islands would continue to do so during the early part of the night, but here over the southern part of the Caribbean, far fewer clouds, very stable conditions. Don't expect any significant rainfall tonight. Tuesday night's forecast is calling for mostly clear conditions, minimum temperature of 24 with northeasterly winds between 8 and 20 miles per hour. On Wednesday, mostly sunny conditions. By afternoon time, there could be a slight increase in cloudiness, maybe 1 or 2 very brief showers just after nightfall. Winds would be easterly between 12 and 24 miles per hour, moderate to slightly choppy seas, 5 to 7 foot waves in open waters. The sun rises at 6:17. It's going to set at 6:17 on Wednesday. A high of 34 will continue to feel like 38. The UV index extreme, and at night the minimum will fall to 24. The moon rises at 4:22 in the morning. It sets at 4:10 in the afternoon. Lots of sunshine in Port of Spain. Fair conditions in Bridgetown. Just a slight touch more clouds there. Generally fair in Kingston. Also partly cloudy in Miami. New York is going to see some more sunshine. Rain in London. Here at home, generally fair conditions would dominate, but we could see some very brief nighttime and early morning showers developing over the next couple of days. Look for a slight haze to return by Friday. That's it for me for Tuesday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Wednesday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now for a recap of the headlines. Green light for the reinstallment of traffic lights throughout the country. Development of the Mount Kuma Road to bring relief to drivers traveling on the western route through Mount Morris and Jones Roads. Resident pleads for access road in the Grand Anse Valley. And in sports, Spice Boys prepares for round 1 of the 2022 World Cup qualifiers, which starts this month. Thank you for viewing. I'm Troy Gill. Good night.
For news and information 24/7, visit MTV News GD on Facebook. Have a news tip? Call MTV Newsroom 440-8442. Email mtvnews3@gmail.com. A production of MTV Newsroom, the national newsroom. News you can trust.